anybody, but anybody knows that boy didn't hang himself. He got too much to live for. Now the sheriff need to realize that these people watching him, you know, it's sad, man. I want to come down there myself and get to the bottom of it. And anytime we got to travel from Mississippi to here in North Carolina, we ain't coming there to talk now. I'm a member of NAACP. My name is Glenn Johnson. Make sure you put that out there. We're not going to come down and drink no coffee. And also, I'm thinking about moving down now and meet Mr. Henson, whatever his name is. It's sad, man. We really is upset. And taking a boy's life. The boy just started. So I did talk to you before. My name is Glenn Johnson. And keep doing what you're doing, man, because really, I mean, people don't know what to do, but I know what to do. We gonna make him resign.
I got you, Mr. Johnson. Matter of fact, let me call him right now. Let me call up there too. I'm about to call up there.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Richard Taylor, and I'm back with another episode, Taylor House Publishing. First of all, as always, I want to thank God for life, health, and strength. I also want to thank you guys for making, this channel grow, sharing the videos, liking the videos, and engaging in the lives. And also, once again, I want to offer heartfelt prayers and condolences to the Magee family as they prepare to lay their son to rest. Of course, we've been covering the story of Javion Magee, and many people feel that the sheriff Curtis Brame of Henderson, North Carolina, has not been forthcoming, totally transparent and honest with his investigation. And so I spoke with Sheriff Brame early this morning, or yesterday morning, if you're watching this video on the 4th. And we had a conversation, and I'm going to play that conversation for you. And to me, as the caption states, that he still intends to run with the narrative that this was a self-inflicted situation. Now, of course, you heard the gentleman at the beginning of the video. That gentleman was very adamant about, the leaders of the town not being who they say they are and not standing up for what is right. So he was about ready to come up here and, lay the stomp down on a couple of people. But nevertheless, there's a lot of people that feel the same way about this sheriff in the town. But, we had a rather pleasant conversation. I tried to be diplomatic with them and just asked a couple of questions. But you're going to see how the conversation went. I had a few questions that, when he would say something, I would make a mental note of the question in my mind, but he kept going and going and going. I could barely get a word in edgewise. And a lot of the conversation was a lot of the rhetoric that we've already heard. Nevertheless, without further ado, I want to play it. But first, once again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm also going to play this quick commercial, and then we'll be right back with the interview with Sheriff Brame. Stay tuned.
When it comes to what's happening in Wayne County and the North Carolina area, look no further than Taylor House Publishing. If you have a story that needs to be told, please contact us via email at taylorhousepublishing@gmail.com.
The position as a public official. And, just calling to just check a couple of things. I was looking at this police report that I received about the Javion Magee situation. And on the back of the report, it shows that the information was redacted.
That is true, sir.
Okay, I thought police reports were public information. Why were they redacted?
They are, but information is redacted. The only thing is to get the basic information that the incident happened, unless you go through the courts to get a copy, sir.
Okay, but but that is public information.
You got if you're an attorney or something representing someone, the family do not get a redacted copy. But if the family want to share it with you, but we do not because of liability.
Liability. Okay.
Yes,
Now, so there he tells me why the back of the report was redacted. Once again, I go get police reports all the time. None of them are redacted. So he was kind of babbling and explaining. He never answered the question. Yeah, we redacted, because, it's an investigation that the family got an unredacted copy. Now, if they want to show it to you, or if you get a law attorney, you can court order it. Nah, no, that's not how that works. You don't need a court ordered mandate to get a police report, so right then and there, if you heard me, I was like, all right, okay. I knew where this was going, but I still continue to once again be diplomatic. On the police report also, there was a Deputy J.B. Williamson listed on the report. I've yet to find a J.B. Williamson. Is there a J.B. Williamson that works for the sheriff's office?
I have a Williamson that does. I'm not going to give you his full name, but I do have a Williamson that works for me, sir.
No, I mean like the thing that says J.B. Williamson. I didn't find it.
He works for the sheriff's office. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, I didn't want his full name. So
he's one of my deputies, sir.
Oh, okay. So there, once again, I'm asking him about a deputy. He once again goes to stuttering, and I'm not going to give you his name, but he's one of my deputies. Now, the reason I asked that question is because that name was on the police report, but I had someone tell me that that deputy did not work for them, and so the person alleged that may have been a falsified, or we already know it's not complete police report. But just listen to the rest of this call. I'm gonna try not to stop it so much. All right. So
can I share something with you, Mr. Taylor?
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate you being intelligent about this conversation. I had people to call me everything but a child of God, just being rude, and I can't talk. I can't talk and have a conversation with people who will treat me like I'm nobody. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate you being intelligent and willing to listen to what I have to say. And I tell people, when I say something, then you can draw your own conclusion. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
When we have video footage of this young man from the time he set foot in Vance County, where he dropped his load off at Walmart, where he took his tractor trailer and parked it at this lot that it was at on Banco Mill Road. From him leaving there, going to Walmart, we got him on video walking in Walmart, buying the rope, purchasing the rope with his credit card. We got him giving and we interviewed the man. He gave a man $228 cash every time he had, and told the man, if I have more, I'll give you more. We got video of him going to the Hampton Inn right down the street from Walmart, and we checked, and they didn't have a room. That's the only reason he didn't stay at the Hampton Inn. We got him going up a one-way street in front of the old courthouse on the tractor trailer. We got him at two places at are you familiar with Henderson at all?
Yes, I've been there a couple of times.
Oh, Andrews Avenue, which is 39. We got him at two different locations there. Where he goes in the store and he buys some products, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then we got him going back to the truck yard. We got GPS readings from his trucking companies from the time he left his location until he arrived in Henderson, until he shut his truck off at 7:30. We got this is stuff we share with the family. They know this.
Stop it right there. You see how he's going down that memorized timeline, but he said something that stuck out to me at the beginning when he started explaining. We got footage of him from the time he set foot in Vance County. He said footage, not GPS. So who was following him from the time he set foot in Vance County? Now, people are already saying that, sometimes even, truckers are targeted from states that they left. So, but that stuck out to me when he said we have footage of him soon as he stepped foot in Vance County, and I didn't catch it then. But then he goes through the much memorized timeline, you know, with the details. The details. Yeah, we saw him purchase a rope with a credit card. And, you know, he gave the man $228. We done interviewed the man, but nobody have seen the man. You definitely don't see him walking across the parking lot and driving into the truck. But, you know, I let him continue, as you see.
We didn't consider that this stuff we shared. We brought him in our office, in our conference room. This is stuff we shared with the family. We showed them video of all this. We showed them video of your son at this truck lot where he would just park there. And him getting out of the truck numerous of times, walking to the left, walking to the right, getting back in the truck, and walking across the parking lot with the package in his hand, which we assumed was the rope. He come back, it didn't have it in his hand. He got back in his truck again, and at 7:30 p.m., the truck ignition was turned off. At the same time, we're looking at it on video because the video camera was across the street at Shell Station. We got him getting out of the truck at 7:30. At the same time, his engine was turned off. Mr. Taylor, nobody never approached this young man. No vehicle never pulled into the lot of this young man. And of course, he walks outside under the camera, and that's the last time he was ever seen, which is an adjacent lot next to the truck stop. Throughout his little short tenure here in Vance County, he was never accompanied with anyone. Nobody was never following him by foot or by vehicle. You can see his tractor trailer moving around. Nobody following him. You can see him walking around the store, walking across the parking lot. Nobody's following him. When he got to the truck stop, I mean, it's not a truck stop, it's a service yard. When he got there, nobody came out there to meet him, greet him, or talk to him. He's by himself the whole entire time. And when we said hanging and lynching, people need to be careful that he was not lynched. He was not dangling from the tree by a rope. It was a small bush-like tree that he
is repeating pretty much the same thing verbatim that he's about to repeat now. Now, I tried to cut in and be like, okay, you do understand lynching doesn't mean you have to be hanged from a tree. Lynching is just the public unalivement of a person. But he went all around the timeline. He got very detailed. Of course, he said this a million times probably, or have been coached this a million times. But my question I wanted to ask him, but I didn't never get it in. But I'm like, okay, you went to the Hampton Inn. I've been to the Hampton Inn. There's like 3 or 4 other hotels around that area. So why didn't he go to any other hotels? They told him no, and he just, bounced out. That doesn't make any sense. Somebody else pointed out there to me. But let's continue with this explanation. You hear what he said? It was a small bush-like tree where he wrapped around his neck. In my opinion, and you heard me saying your opinion.
Got the rope around his neck. Well, in our opinion.
In your opinion.
It was. You said my opinion. I hear you said my opinion.
Yes, sir.
The rope was wrapped around his neck. It was not tied, and it was not a noose. And then on the tree, the rope was just thrown around the tree limb. It was not tied. There was no knots whatsoever around his neck or around the tree limb. And his body position was setting like you were set up against the back of a tree and just set down. And it was just enough tension on the rope to cause his death.
How do you know that not being how do you know it's just enough tension? What are you talking about? And he was sitting down and it was just enough tension. How do you know? You're not a medical examiner. You're not asphyxiation expert. How do you, and it was just enough, and I asked him, how are you like
I'm just saying it was tension. Well, I said it was still tension on the rope.
All right, so I got 2 questions.
I don't mean it's enough tension, but on the rope.
You hear what I'm saying? I didn't know. I did. It's Dan. It's still tension on the rope. Those are things that really don't make sense. It doesn't matter if it's tension on the rope or not.
It would have been enough tension to cause someone to fixate or suffocate.
All right, so I got 2 questions, Sheriff Brame.
It was no slack. It was no slack in the rope.
Yeah, I can't get a word in edgewise, right?
Taylor. But anyway, the point I'm getting to, sir, there is nothing on video showing that anyone approached this young man at all. And this is one of the business intersections in Vance County, because it's right there at Walmart distribution center and a Shell station that has a grill. We have no evidence that anyone else was involved in this young man's death, Mr. Taylor.
So,
and I will say this, me being an African American black sheriff, I will not stand for it. And you know, and people to put out there that I'm Uncle Tom and that I'm covering up. How can I cover up something that was made public? It was made public by the caller who called it in. We responded to it, and we immediately took his body to the state medical examiner's office. And that's another thing, when people say we denied his family, we never denied his family seeing the body. It's just because the distance, they were not here, and they never got here to the following Wednesday, Mr. Taylor.
yes, sir. I have three. I have three questions, and then I'll let you go because I know you're busy as well. The first question is you're claiming, or you are asserting that all of these places have footage from him going everywhere and anywhere and everywhere and anywhere, right? So why is the only footage that you release to the public is the footage from Walmart?
Because it's privilege. This information we release to the family. The family can release it and do what they want to do with it.
I understand. Listen to the question. Listen to the question I'm asking you, Sheriff. I'm saying why wasn't the Walmart video privileged? So why is the only video that you guys released to the public is the Walmart video? Why didn't you release the video from the smoke shop, from the Hampton Inn, from the truck yard when you see him walking?
Because no TV service has asked for it.
Oh, okay. So that's the only one that the TV service. Okay. Let me ask you.
20 television stations, nobody's asked for it. Once they got the video of, and we won't release no video until the family saw it first. You understand that?
Let me ask you. So if a news article would say, okay, well, let me see the footage from him walking into the Hampton Inn, would you release it? I wasn't going to release no video until the family talked first, but wasn't that Walmart video released before the family even got there, if I'm not mistaken? Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me in the comments.
It's a new footage, and I got to get permission. I got to get a court order to release it.
Oh, okay. All right. So the second,
you got to realize we didn't stop through investigating, sir. No, we had not. But everything at this point.
Once again, yeah. Well, newsworthy, and if I release, if I get permission, I got to get court. It's a lot of, I don't even know how to explain it, but y'all explain it in the comments.
Leads up to no one was involved in his death.
All right, so that's the second.
We're waiting on the autopsy report for determining the cause of death. We're still waiting on that. But the preliminary autopsy said he had no defensive wounds. He had no aggression wounds, and he was not sexual assault. Of course, they always check that, make sure. And but he had no contusions or any wounds or scratches or abrasion on his body, other than the soft tissue where the rope was wrapped around his neck.
All right, so the second question, that brings me to my second question. How does someone wrap a rope 11 times around their neck and then toss it over another tree? You don't think that that's suspicious to people?
But think about this now. Which did he do first? Did he wrap the rope around his neck, or did he toss it?
Either way, you wrap a rope.
You toss it around the tree. We don't know which method happened first.
But that's what I'm saying. The fact that a person would wrap a rope around his neck 11 times, like after the 5th time, when you start to officiate, like how many times does it take to? And his father said well, anyway, I'm not going to get into that, but I certainly just thank you for taking the call and being, kind of, somewhat transparent. But, at that point, I was just like, okay, man, because I asked, well, we don't know which one he did first. That don't matter. We talking about wrapping it around your own neck 11 times. It doesn't matter how you did it. The fact that I've never heard of that before. Someone else wrapping around the rope around your neck 11 times possibly. But, I was, once again, I was on a fast. So, I was easily frustrated. Maybe it went better if I went on a fast.
But last question.
You've been intelligent enough to listen to me without flashing back at it.
Nah, man.
I'm not going to listen to anyone abuse me. I hang up the phone first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just one more question, because you being being the history of this, where we're at in America, you don't think how people would look at that as a suspicious circumstance?
I do, and I respect people, but they should do it in an intelligent way.
Yes, sir.
Instead of sir, let me tell you what they done, Mr. Taylor. They went on my personal Facebook page, took pictures of my mama, and said, "How this was your mama hanging from a tree." My mama ain't got nothing to do with my job.
You right. No, yeah, that's a little excessive.
Picture of my dog. So how you like his mouth? And then they calling me Uncle. Y'all don't know me. I'm a Christian man who attends the church, who's a trustee, and I come up in segregation. I remember when I went to an all-black school, and then they moved to a white school, and how the kids treat us. So no, don't call me something you don't do. You don't know nothing about me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And if somebody want to call and talk to me, have an intelligent conversation like you, I would entertain it. But don't lash out and expect me to stay on the other end phone.
That's from his mouth. But once again, I asked him a simple question. Okay, don't you think that that's somehow suspicious, knowing the history of the racial, history of the country or North Carolina? He once again start making it about me. He didn't answer the question. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what they've done to me, man. They called me Uncle Tom, and they talk about my bro. I'm just asking, you don't think it's suspicious? And he kind of went on to playing the victim, if you ask me.
I'm hanging up.
I understand that, Sheriff. I understand that, and I like I said, I respect you as a man. I respect you as a public official, and I would hate to be in your position at this time. That I will say that I don't envy you at all.
I stay prayed up, Mr. Taylor. I stay prayed up and ask God to give me the strength to do what I do every day, sir.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate you. Like I said, just letting me ask those, two questions. It was another one, but I lost track of that one. So if I think of that one, I'll give you a call back if you will allow me to.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't call me the rest of this week.
Oh.
My wife and I anniversary, and we've been having a good time.
Okay, how many years did y'all anniversary?
25 years, sir.
Oh man, that's the silver, right? That's the silver.
Yeah.
All right,
yes,
my parents celebrated 50 years last year, so that's the goal. Y'all got a little ways to go, but y'all will get there if you keep living.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right,
brother, you have a blessed day, and it was nice talking to you. Mr.
All right,
Taylor.
pleasure as well.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So that's the call with Sheriff Curtis Brame from Henderson. Now, the call lasted about 12 minutes. You can see from the call that I barely could get a word in edgewise. He seemed eager to, push that same narrative to ensure that Javion was alone during the entire time. He kind of stumbled and bumbled over some questions that I asked. I had a couple more, but like I couldn't get them in. You heard me trying to get them in. But hopefully, once again, we will. So hopefully we will find some answers, get some conclusions, get to the bottom of this matter, because, the consensus ideology of this situation is Javion did not do this to himself. Now, you heard his father. His father doesn't believe it. He confirmed that the picture that we've been circulating with 3 officers and Javion, that we believe Javion is on the ground. He said that was the picture of the crime scene. However, that was a nighttime picture. So the father confirmed that. And I'm going to play that video probably later or tomorrow or sometime during the future. But yeah, he confirmed that was the individual crime scene. So how could the crime scene be at night, but he doesn't get found until the day? So we're going to keep it vigilant, on this situation. I thank y'all for watching. I don't really have much to say about what he said because I've already broken it down in numerous interviews that he's done. And he's pretty much saying the same thing that he said during those times. So nevertheless, my number is 919-587-7782. My email is taylorpublishinghouse@gmail.com. I thank everybody who sent information and contributions and have been following the story. We're going to keep this story alive. Justice for Javion Magee. Peace and blessings. As always, Ephesians 5:11. Take no part in the works of darkness, but rather ye expose them. Peace and love. We plan to keep exposing. Peace.
When it comes to what's happening in Wayne County and the North Carolina area, look no further than Taylor House Publishing. If you have a story that needs to be told, please contact us via email at taylorhousepublishing@gmail.com.